Wait, what? Oh, it's like new. Managing moderators can support your channel in even more ways. This is the first time I've seen this. I've been testing for I don't know how many hours. Hello. Hello. I get so excited to play these games. Hi. Okay. There are multiple things I wanted to cover. First of all, the microphone settings. I don't know how I got away with the ones that I had previously for as long as I did. I hope this sounds better. It sounded a lot better when I was testing, and I listened to it on my computer, I listened to it on my phone. I looked up how to do certain things. This case will be an accent obstacle course, because I think they're gonna be, I think if I'm not mistaken, at least 3 characters, 2 of whom I'm gonna have to come up with like, I'm gonna be doing a lot of accents in this one, and I'm gonna be hiding the webcam when I feel like it. Like right now. Okay, so case 2. Reminder that Edgeworth has trauma from an earthquake. Long story, but that's relevant. Turnabout Airlines. The murder that occurred in my office. The return of the great thief Yatagaras. Thinking back, everything began on that fateful day, 2 days ago. 2 days ago. F. It's like Ghost Trick. Go you? Yes. Everything began high up in the air, 9,000 feet up in the air to be precise.
Thank you for flying Go You Airlines. We are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. We are asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts.
Sorry. I know what happened here. The context is ridiculous. Okay, so, if you haven't been on a plane before, some people haven't, but turbulence is when, I don't really exactly know what happens, but it's like there's an earthquake in the plane. So, likely what happened here was that Edgeworth was flying, and he felt the turbulence, which, like, reminded his mind and body, physiologically and psychologically, of an earthquake, and he fainted. He passed out from just being so overwhelmed by the trauma. It was that bad. If you're not familiar with it's SL9, right? The SL9 incident. God, these attorney curves come a long way. Okay, anyway. March 12th, 6:13 a.m. Flight G390, first floor, lounge. God, the animation's so good. Ugh. Like, that's staggering. Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? 6:13, Guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Slight turbulence indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. For your safety, we ask that you return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. Though admittedly, I'm less than comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes. Was that in the original? Was that in the original? I don't remember. I feel like it was alluded to, but not outright so. Play the game, Violet. Ew. What's this? A travel wallet? But it's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet wind up in my pocket? My head. Why won't this headache go away? I'll take care of this travel wallet later, or hand it off to an attendant. From earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator? Okay. Fuck, that's right. Alright, so that traumatic incident took place in an elevator. What was so bad? Well, he thought he... Yeah, it's... No, you know what? I'm not gonna tell you if you don't know. Not like to, like, be, like, gatekeepy of lore. That's fucking stupid. I'm just like, it's... If you don't know, I think it's more interesting when you go... It's like playing Yakuza 0 before any of the other entries, you know what I mean? Sorta, maybe kinda. From earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator. This is also... This is why he takes the stairs, even though his office is on the 12th floor. He just... It's not worth it. The anxiety of being in an elevator is never worth it. For this poor guy. Hi, can I make the... Why? There, okay. What am I doing, hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. I don't feel like it was this expository in the first one, like in the original. I swear to God. Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still but a young child. I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. But how long am I going to let my past haunt me? It's just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave like one. Okay. Oh shit. What the? What in the world happened?
Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask that you please return to your...
Dad? Please calm down. We mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts. What's wrong? Did something happen? You murderer! No! You have it all wrong! It wasn't me! Oh, that looks delicious. Oh, yeah, here, we get a look at this sprite. March 12th, 6:41 a.m. Flight G390, second floor, first class. Of course this fucker flies first class. Alright, let me... Okay, obstacle number 1.
Everyone, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement. I am one of your flight attendants today, Rhoda Teniero.
I cannot... There are gonna be some punny names in this case, of course. I cannot, for the life of me, figure out what Rhoda Teniero is supposed to be a pun on, or a play on. I've never figured it out.
I am one of your flight attendants today, Rhoda Teniero. Unfortunately, we have just had a minor accident on this flight.
I'm doing my best. An accident? Don't treat us like we're stupid! I caught a glimpse and it was a murder!
What? Murder? What's going on with this flight? Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and make its scheduled landing. We are still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So until we are out of this area of turbulence, I ask that you please remain seated. But someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off. Please, there's no need to feel threatened. We have already apprehended the culprit.
The law book. I ask that everyone please remain calm.
What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm?
My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor, and I assure you I am not the killer. Ha! Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy. True. No, you listen here! I am not the killer! I simply found the body!
So you say. However, I am sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant.
Oh, is that right?
I know what I saw. And there's even very strong, incriminating evidence to back me up.
What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about?
We've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the powers vested in our captain. I'm very sorry, but please understand the situation.
Your situation? I'm more concerned with mine and the direction it's going in. I'm not about to just sit idly by while I get accused of murder. Miss Pinheiro, is it?
Yes.
I love her. I love her, like... I love all the rhombuses and, like, diamonds in her design. It's very pretty.
Yes.
I was wondering if you might give me a chance.
A chance? To do what?
A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask what you meant by incriminating evidence just now. To accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him to give a proper defense. Can the professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous?
You have a point. Very well. I'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. I'm afraid you'll only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick.
Of course. As you wish.
Good. Very well then. Let's get started.
I know for a fact that I didn't kill that man in the elevator. What I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred. What Miss Pinheiro saw.
I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain that you are the killer. But the scene I saw in front of the elevator. It was you standing there with fresh blood dripping off of the murder weapon. So, if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land.
I'm trash. Vaguely Spanish accent, I guess. I'm trying my best, I am. That's it? That's her evidence?
I don't think you could ask for a more perfect witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it. What Miss Pinheiro saw.
I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant.
No, I wanted to go back. I feel like my mom saying, oh, no, I wanted to go back. Like, pressing the wrong app on the television.
Hold it!
Tell me, what exactly puts the pro in professional flight attendant for you?
Well, it means we are very professional about how we take care of our passengers. Services like fetching papers and responding to calls are done with speed and accuracy. I can assure you that I give testimonies with the same level of professionalism. But I'm sure you have already realized that by now, right?
It's a bit hard to appreciate your professionalism when I'm the one under suspicion.
And there you have it. My professional testimony is accurate and reliable.
Oh man. I'm a white American who only speaks English. Rolling my R's is it's taken me my whole life to learn.
Accurate and reliable. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain that you are the killer.
Hold it!
You certainly seem sure of yourself.
Of course. A professional flight attendant can't afford to make mistakes, after all.
Perhaps. But you must admit there are few who can look at a murder with a clear mind.
We attendants all go through extensive training and are always calm and collected. We'll even calmly serve you coffee, if you so wish, as the plane makes a splashdown.
I fail to see how that would be the calm and rational thing to do in an emergency. I'll take some coffee if I'm about to die.
Even until the bitter end, we are there to serve the passengers. That is the duty of all professional flight attendants.
You certainly are confident. Anyway, shall we return to your testimony? Kind of an awkward segue. I love her bun too. It's so geometric. I love geometric, like a lot of forms, or like I love like organic forms, like bodies and living things are usually really round. To, you know, because they're constantly in motion, right? It's something that's stiff and rigid and geometric. It's not really that aerodynamic. It doesn't have really a full range of motion. My point is, you're not going to see a bun. Is that a nut or a bolt? You know what I mean? You're not going to see that stylized very often. So I love that. I love geometric renditions of organic forms that might otherwise be soft or round. It's why I hate CalArt style so much. It's like the antithesis of everything Never mind.
The scene I saw in front of the elevator.
Yes? What did you see in front of the elevator?
That's what I was just about to tell you, Mr. Edgeworth. Framed by the elevator doors and bathed in the light coming from within, it was you, standing there, with fresh blood dripping off of the murder weapon.
I'm concentrating so hard and not sounding silly, but it's one of my live streams. The whole thing sounds silly.
Hold it!
The murder weapon? Dripping with blood? Really now?
I swear, that was the grisly scene I saw before me. Thank goodness it wasn't a passenger who saw, or there'd be widespread panic by now.
As I recall, you were quite panicked yourself at the time.
Excuse me?
You were scared enough to misread the situation and accuse me of murder.
Nonsense! Professional flight attendants cannot afford to be that flustered. I witnessed the murder scene and am now listening to your defense, all with a smile.
I feel that smile. Apparently, you also lie with a smile on your face. I think most people do.
So, if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land.
Hold it!
I am not the culprit. And yet you would keep these restraints on me?
Mr. Edgeworth, please try to understand what kind of situation you're in right now.
And what exactly is my situation?
I have the backing of the captain to keep you bound in this way. We are within our legal right to restrain anyone who might threaten our captain mid-flight. In essence, you're in the same situation as someone who has been arrested by the police.
So I am to stay restrained until I can clear up all of her doubts? At least I'm close. Her mistake shines like the silver lining on a dark rain cloud. Oh god. And I'm going to capture some of that light with evidence. I love him. Oh, it's something about the murder weapon.
Hold it!
Oh, not to... I can't tell my left from my right half the time. Excuse me, man. I also want to press, like, left and right to move to the next statement. Off the murder weapon... Let me look at this. That was... See, look at that. Do you see that golden... I think it's a Tanuki statue. That looks like blood to me. That looks like the murder weapon to me. This was... It's definitely not this. Also, I haven't examined that.
Objection!
Fuck. Miss Tenero, what do you think about this piece of evidence?
What do I think about it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
I was being unprofessional. As a pro, I should have listened to your question with a smile. And I must also answer all questions with a smile.
Oh, just say what you mean, that you have no answer to my question. Standing there with fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon. Fresh blood.
Objection!
There we go. Miss Tenero.
What is with the yelling all of a sudden?
Ugh, force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's right. He's used to being in a courtroom. Miss Tenero. You say that you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood. Is that correct?
Yes. All that blood. Drip, drip, drip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine.
Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you. Oh, yes, so good.
What?
I'd like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is?
It's a travel wallet, right?
Like, yeah, I'd fucking know what a travel wallet is.
But it looks a little big and bulky.
The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Miss Tenero.
What? Impossible!
Now then, do you still think I'm the killer? That I killed him with a travel wallet?
But no, but I saw blood dripping down from the wallet. I know I did.
As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you would be so kind as to take a whiff, I think you'd agree it's only grape juice.
Then
That's right. You mistook grape juice for blood. The murder weapon dripping with blood does not, in fact, exist. There. That should clear up that pesky accusation.
wait just a sec. That is, I mean, even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy. I demand that you show me what's inside. Please.
She's trembling, and the tacked-on please at the end. Sounds like I've got her. There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance that it's light.
No, I can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of that wallet for myself.
She's a persistent one. I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside. Miss Tenero, if you would be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me. Yeah, what do you... Yeah, I guess you wouldn't. I was like, wouldn't you open it and investigate it for yourself? Kind of going a bit far if you're the one stumbling upon the murder. You're not supposed to go through the victim's wallet. We saw that in Eleanor. You can't do that. You can't do that in the countries of Los Angeles and Japanifornia, the Italy and Sicily of the West Coast. Miss Tenero, if you would be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me.
All right. I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here.
Nice logic and trick. Here, oh man, I almost fucking ruined the whole thing. I almost said who the victim was. I was like, yeah. Don't even. Grape juice stains the outer cover. True, it was I who dropped it in the juice. However, I didn't do it out of ill intentions. No. What do we have? It's a Pokedex. No. It seems that this passport is all that's in here. As you saw, there is nothing but a passport inside. This renders your wallet was the murder weapon argument moot. Wouldn't you agree?
Please, hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it now?
Well, I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly? Can I take a look?
Why not? I'm rather curious myself. This is Republic of Virginia passport. Type P. Surname Hicks Acby. Acby Hicks. Nationality Republic of Virginia. The fake. Virginia is one of the fictitious countries in Ace Attorney. It was introduced in it was Apollo Justice. It's like this Eastern European, like this vaguely Eastern European country. And then Zhongfa is like this. It's East Asian and it has more they definitely speak Chinese in Zhongfa because Lung actually says like zhe. Listen, I can't pronounce every single thing in the world, but I'm trying. Anyway. Oh, we're gonna make no, psh, quiet! Don't spoil it, Violet. I love this game. This is...
Just as I thought. This travel wallet belonged to Mr. Acby Hicks, which makes it the victim's property.
Wallet data updated in my organizer.
You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you?
How dare you!
You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you. Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for the murder weapon. But it seems that I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is.
Miss Tenero's logic.
As you claim, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks's money, weren't you?
That's like veering on Italian and Spanish. I'll find something. So even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me. I see.
You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play?
She's like the Cheeto doorbolt. Rhoda is like the Cheeto doorbolt of law enforcement in like 9,000 miles in the air. If it weren't for her, none of this shit... Really, if it weren't for her, if she were just like fucking around... I don't know, like in the back getting peanuts and baking things at the correct altitude and I don't know what flight attendants do, but it's a lot, and you're also standing all day. So that must be tough. She could just be fucking off, right? And be like, we'll just let the police deal with it when it, or I don't know. Girl, you're doing great. Cheeto doorbolt is just fun to say for some reason. Miss Tenero's logic.
As you claimed, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet.
Hold it!
Shouldn't that be proof enough for you that I did not murder the victim?
Not at all.
Oh? And why not?
Because that wallet may not have been what I thought it was. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed.
Hold it!
You think I stole it?
Yes. I'm very sorry to say it, and I wouldn't usually be so rude, but it must be said.
What?
I never thought I'd see the day, but here I am calling a passenger a thief. Maybe I should put on a serious face and say it more directly. I believe you removed the wallet from the victim's personage.
It really doesn't matter how you phrase it. What I'd like to know is why you think I stole Mr. Hicks's wallet.
I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple.
Hold it!
I don't think I have any sort of motive to speak of. I've never met Mr. Hicks before, and our only connection is this one flight.
But that is more than enough of a reason.
How do you figure?
He was sitting in first class, and I think the implication is quite clear. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks's money, weren't you?
You think I was after his money? Where did that cockamamie idea come from? He's like, don't, you think I look poor? Don't tell me I look poor.
True, you are also a passenger in first class, but I thought something was off about you and those deeply etched lines on your forehead.
Aw, man. They're not lines! They're perfectly normal and a part of my natural face! Me with the fucking Hank Schrader jaws. You haven't seen me in the light. They're perfectly normal, Edgeworth. They're a part of your face. They're a different kind of laugh line. Okay, fucking focus on the game.
I don't think I've ever met someone with such a terrible countenance on a flight before. And that's when it hit me. You have the face of someone with money trouble.
She really is making a fool of herself, pursuing this line of logic. I should spare her and present the piece of evidence that contradicts her testimony. Look at my bank balance. They stopped doing this eventually, by the way. The whole, this is the statement that contradicts... This is the statement that contradicts everything. This is the one to present evidence. Toward the end of the game, it's like, when you're stuck, it's like, oh man, your partner can offer moral support, and you can, and like Edgeworth thinks like, man, this is fucked, but that's about it. Okay. No, was that just like the ending dialogue? That might have been it. Yeah, that was probably it. But also true. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks's money. No, he was broke as fuck, wasn't he? Or there was still money left here.
Objection!
I wonder if I might get a word in, Miss Tenuro.
What is it now?
Miss Tenuro. I wonder if you noticed the contradiction within your own testimony.
What are you talking about?
It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. What about this scene would prove that the motive for the murder was not the money? I mean, it's all here. You could point to his credit card too. Fuck! Yeah, just this. Yeah, sure.
Take that!
If I may direct your attention to the things strewn all over the floor. That's right. The floor is covered in bills and coinage. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after. I think we can assume that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with his killer. And I would think that the killer would have noticed something like money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money.
But... the wallet!
Ah, yes, the wallet. You will also recall that the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks's passport. If you are really insisting that it was a crime based on greed, then you're claiming it was all for an empty travel wallet.
Forgive me! Please! Hey, what the heck?
Are you saying the attendant's wrong? So that guy isn't the killer?
Don't believe it, everyone. It's a trick.
Will you all please be quiet? Oh, here comes... Here. Enter stage... Is it stage right or stage left? Obstacle number 2. Will you all please be quiet? Miss Tenuro. I love his big Sesame Street book of law that was given to him. And the chess set that he can't play.
Yes?
You lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus, the lounge was dark, and looking into the light from the elevator, it's easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought I was the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you for releasing me. Oh god, yep, that's Virginia and his wingdings. Virginian is wingdings. I just don't know how to proceed. It's called it's a fake white Eastern European country. I can do it this way. What is it now? Yes, come ready. Come far, kick it off. You hear? Miss Tenuro, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged.
It sounds like Virginian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who...
Oh god, let me think of your accent. I said that he is giving the runabout! I don't require an interpreter! I speak English just well, see? You, the attendant! He's Italian, fuck.
Yes, sir.
I want this person to be under the arrest until we arrive at the airport. His theme is good. Zinc LeBlanc. I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for? What is it you want? I am finished talking to the likes of you. Now he's Russian. Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land. You! How dare you try to waste my time! You were the one who stuck your nose into my affairs. I wanted to spend even at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I see through you. Insolvent. Yes, I am pretty sure that's all you say in English. Well, I should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you meant. Should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you meant. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. I am Zinc LeBlanc II. I am a very wealthy man in the Virginia. But I am not an ordinary rich man. I am an art dealer. A rich seller of beauty.
Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now?
Pardon?
When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout?
I have to explain. Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. I do not have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say. See how easy, like, finish? Wait, what? Time is money, as they say. Which, that's fucking Rolf from Ed, Edd n Eddy. Yes. And yet you continue to blather on. I saw it, yes I did. I saw the victim go onto the elevator, going down into the lounge. It was exactly at 6 o'clock. License to love, laugh, maim, and murder.
And what's the significance of that time?
I think that's a James Bond reference. At 6, he says. Wait, you saw him at 6?
Well, what's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
He understands, I see. Look. Look. White, blonde hair, blue eyes. I can be... When I see the wingdings, I'm trying. I got this. He understands, I see. Miss Attendant, what time did you discover the body?
Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:15.
Hicks was his name, was it? Then I say that man Hicks was killed in the 15-minute time span. And the only person in the lounge at that time was this prosecutor, yes? Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time.
Me too! I was watching the movie and enjoying a fine glass of grape juice. I was still eating. Still haven't finished, see?
The other passengers have an alibi, so you have no problem with them, I suppose. No compliant, I see. Not a single word against this, right? I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me. Oh, so you say. But do you have what do you say? The evidence?
Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all?
Mr. LeBlanc, I suppose you're quite certain in what you saw? Enough to give testimony? Of course! I was looking at that man the whole time! He was playing with that annoying little, small machine the whole time. Machine? Yes, that's what you people call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with the click, the click. From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer. That's me on a plane. He has misophonia, Zinc LeBlanc.
I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone.
Oh god, yeah, this game came out in 2009, so like cell phones were kind of tactile. And I'm not just talking about like the feedback that you hear now, like just come out of the speaker. I'm like, there were phones with full ass QWERTY keyboards. I had one. It was like an AT&T prepaid pay-as-you-go phone. Do you remember texting KGB a random question because like it was inconvenient to search something? Because like you couldn't just sit down at a computer randomly, like, right? And like you couldn't just search something on your phone either, so you texted a random fucking... It's a random fucking agency of any question and for $1 and they'd get back to you with it. I did it a lot. I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone.
I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say that I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself.
A simple cell phone? A laptop or organizer I can see, but that's kind of low budget. Yeah, exactly. For the time, absolutely it was. I hate that noisy little machine in his hand! Not a fragment of beauty, all it produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw. Miss Tigneau.
Yes?
I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene.
What? You want to examine the crime scene?
If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit. I don't like the sound of that. Fox in the duck pen. Oh, like fox guarding the hen house. Yes, I think that is how you say in English. It's fox guarding the hen house. And I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Mr. Nero, if you wait until we arrive, there is a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then.
I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say.
Ah, this should not be approved!
Please, Mr. LeBlanc. In an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now, please wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back.
Oh, our little Ren is so cute. You are not planning to erase evidence when you are doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. Ha! We will see.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene.
What? Unbelievable! I am in your debt, Miss Tidnero.
However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that?
Of course. I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural, as I am still a suspect in this case.
I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope that this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to use triangle to talk.
It's time to head to the scene of the crime. The first floor lounge. Oh, but I want to investigate everything. First, I want to see the big Richard Scarry Book of Law. It's my seat. Unfortunately, I didn't bring anything particularly useful for an investigation. It's not as if I'm constantly prepared for such a thing to occur. True. Murder on a plane is kind of the last place you would expect it. Ah, that's right. I was in the middle of recreating a chess game.
Just an observation, but aren't there too many red knights around that lone blue pawn?
Nonsense. It simply shows that the blue pawn is no match for the red knight's might. He's like, get fucked, right? This was Mr. Hicks's seat. I don't see the machine Mr. LeBlanc was talking about.
Perhaps it's in the elevator?
Maybe. We should probably head down to the crime scene now. Let me look at this. Oh! I can't wait to voice her! Hold on. No, that's the piece de resistance before we exit this room. It's a movie poster for License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder.
That's a GoU Airlines sponsored movie. It's a suspense, hard-boiled, action, romantic, horror, comedy flick.
Is that the genre listing for this thing?
Yes! It's a movie that can be enjoyed by anyone because it encompasses all of those genres.
I can't even begin to imagine what the plot would be.
But you have to admit it has piqued your curiosity, right? I heard the main strategy with this genre listing was to make people curious.
Well then, consider the mission a successful one. What's a lifesaver doing here? I bought it at the in-flight shop, just beyond the lounge. If something should happen, what happened? One will save your life. I think this guy would have been better off not taking a plane to begin with. Oh my god, yeah, this dude's been... Yeah, you've had one glass of wine, yeah. Just one, how many? Just one glass of wine, Mr. Prosecutor, that's all. Can I fucking examine this? Hey, miss. How about another glass? Excuse me, but I was wondering if you knew anything about the murder. How about it? How about a glass together? Sorry, but I must decline. I wasn't talking to you, I was asking the cute attendant.
I'm sorry, but I'm on the clock right now. But if you need a refill, I'd be happy to bring you another glass at any time.
You got it, Toots! That's no way to talk to a lady. No, it's not. Just like when you called Mia Fey a bimbo. In Trials and Tribulations. I'm glad you've learned your lesson. Look at this Looney Tunes parfait. If I may have a word with you.
This steak, so awesome.
That's great to hear. However, I would like to ask you a few questions.
I was here all time, so wouldn't know.
Eat or speak. Please pick one. No, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to you. It's like Amos Sky munching.
I think he chose to eat.
Yes, I can hear that. Oh, I didn't mean to leave. I wanted to talk to Mr. No, I want to talk to Cammy! Fuck, we'll go back there. March 12th, 7:26 a.m. Flight G390, first floor, lounge. Oh, look at that strut. I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss Gennaro.
It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota.
I see. I will bear that in mind.
I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that we reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. And when we do, he asked that you please return to your seat at that time.
So my time runs out at his and his crew's discretion, does it? Have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board?
I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes in first class without a staff keycard. And we found no record of a keycard being used at all.
Which means that I have a first-class killer on my hands. Oh yes. And you're gonna have a first-class something else in the next game. At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either. Begin investigation, first floor lounge. Can I run up and talk to Cammy? Now then, let's get started.
But where should we start from?
Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere.
If we are to believe what you say is true, then yes.
The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust.
If that's what you think, Mr. Edgeworth.
No, fuck! Oh, yeah, is this the dialogue that implied...
This door leads to the flight attendant's room. But please understand that it's off limits to unauthorized personnel.
The room is giving off the scent of women's perfume. One would think that perfume would smell great. However, to me it simply smells. Not that I have any interest in what lies behind this door.
Perhaps we should return to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, sorry, I spaced out for a second there. What is the implication of that? What? Like, is the implication there, like, you know, nah, I prefer to be around men more. Not that I have any interest in beautiful women wearing perfume. And this door, I don't know. What you tell me. That's, again, for like, how many years has this game been out? 2009. God, 16 years. I love the background. Backgrounds are so good. There are a few copies of Sky Magazine in the magazine rack.
This month's special is an English trivia quiz.
That's not a bad idea. I've heard that the youth of today don't know a particle from a participle.
Now. Please don't go around confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Edgeworth. Who's ever heard of such a silly word as participle?
Case in point. I don't know, is that real? Participle? I don't think that's real. Participle? Yeah, it's real. Yeah. Yeah. A word having the characteristics of both verb and adjective. Especially an English verbal form that has the function of an adjective and at the same time shows such verbal features as tense and voice and capacity to take an object. Case in point. No, I don't know those things, Edgeworth, but I can write a sentence. I could sing and dance. Can't sing or dance. These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There is quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area.
Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name. One sec. Okay. I was just checking something. I was like, what's the trophy for Case 2? These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth? You look like you're talking to the clouds.
Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
I don't know. But it looked like a rather one-sided conversation.
The clouds, they tell me nothing. Is that a reference to something I'm not getting? He's such an oddball, I love him. What the fuck? A fucking grand piano on a plane? I mean, how else are you gonna move him, I guess? But why, like, do you see... Why do you have all this shit on a plane? It's not gonna stay like this. Do you know why there are, like, bars or casinos on planes? Because of this shit. Logistically, it's a nightmare. All those cards and chips and all that you can't keep track of anything happening with cards on a plane. It's anticlimactic when touch doesn't work.
This grand piano is the pride of this plane. It can play the music of whatever CD we insert into its CD drive.
That's not a piano. It's more like an overgrown music box.
Ah, but its keys depress along with the music, as though there really is someone playing it.
Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. Unlike me, with my complete collection of Steel Samurai Figmas at $150 each. This toppled over chair. Yet another victim of the turbulence.
Just staining the back. It may not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable.
It was?
Yes! It was used when the Rocker Pals came to tour this plane. The Rocker Pals' leader sat in this very chair.
I'm sorry, but what are these rocker pals?
Can't believe you've never heard of them. They're all their age. The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band. They added the Pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens.
Ah, that explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get. Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence.
It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off.
I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake after all. Yeah, you're valid. Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it. Oh, that's good. Is that better or worse? A pity that a bronze statue knows not when good drink has been spilt at its feet. He can't fucking... This is what I mean, he can't speak like a normal person. Play the game. I love him.
This is a statue of our founder, Mr. Ugo Hughes, who is a big fan of grape juice. I'm sure he would be thrilled if he knew so much grape juice was here at his feet.
Is this a reference to Howard Hughes? Like with the planes and shit? Is that a hint of hero worshipping I detect? You're one to talk about hero worship. There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence.
Oh, we must clean that up or someone might get hurt.
Aha!
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I found some very important evidence. What is the important piece of evidence in this scene? Oh, it's the footprints.
Take that!
What is it?
They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree that they're a set of footprints.
So, you think...
Yes, these belong to our killer.
Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class!
I don't think that'll be of any help to us. One moment. That shows initiative, though, Miss Tenero. You'd be an excellent asset to the prosecutor's office. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match.
Oh. I see.
She's like, damn, I had it!
The in-flight shop is just beyond these shutters. But we don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed.
There must still be clues to be found here in this lounge. I must remain ever vigilant, and not go off-screen. Come on. What or who is this?
This is a bronze statue of the founder of GoU Airlines, Mr. Ugo Hughes. The one on the left is of when he was in his 40s, and the other is of him in the...
Read that again.
The one on the left is him.
This sentence is good.
The one on the left is of when he was in his 30s, and the other is of him in his 80s.
Did the man age at all over those 4 decades? Maybe I need to squint more. I don't know, what's his secret? I'd like to know. You and I and our fucking face wrinkles that we're in denial over. I think this is everything apart from the body. From the body. What floors does this elevator service?
Only the first and second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew keycard.
So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, The elevator. The victim's body was found inside the elevator that connects floor 1 with floor 2. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks's wallet at some point. What is this sinister-looking figure on the floor here? Yeah, there's... In every Ace Attorney series, like there's the trilogy, there are the investigation spin-offs, there's, you know, Die Geffen Seven, Layton versus Wright. It's just Apollo Justice. There isn't a trilogy. Those 2 games don't exist. The other 2 don't exist. Somebody has to be killed with a statue at some point, at least once. What is this sinister-looking figure on the floor here?
Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Ugo. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition, and it's so popular that we're down to our last one.
You have an in-flight shop?
Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks's body was discovered.
There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder weapon? I wonder what was hanging off of this lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. Now if I could just put my finger on it. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight.
So, Mr. Hicks? He's... really dead?
Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes.
I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. She's coping. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks's head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. Blunt force strike. Skip past that. Even his glasses are broken. Were they broken during his murder? If they were broken during the murder, how are they still on his face? Here's, again, murder victim rule number 2. There's always something identifying in their pocket. There's something sticking out of his pocket. Hope he won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture. It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere. Photo of Mr. Hicks data jotted down in my organizer. Oh, there's something around his... There's something around his neck right there! There's nothing unusual about this area. Good. Good. Making perfectly certain. Oh yeah, okay. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? I think we know it was missing. Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found.
His machine?
His cell phone, Miss Tenura.
Oh, so I guess because it's not here.
Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it. Missing cell phone data jotted down in my organizer. Let's see. There's no grape juice residue on the soles of his shoes, making it highly unlikely that Mr. Hicks entered this elevator after the turbulence. Okay. We have logic. We have puzzle pieces. How many thoughts can you hold? Yeah, okay. There's room for 6 at a time here. Let's see, okay. Murder weapon, Captain Hugo. Blunt force trauma. Let's see. Wound on the back of Hicks's head suggests blunt force trauma, but what caused it? A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth! I think I figured something out!
Yes? What is it? Why is my webcam on still? Oh yeah, it was the logic.
The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head.
Well, aren't we deserving of the master of the obvious title? Oh, come on, shut up, bitch. That's your job! He's like, hey. This is, the game is an Ace Attorney Investigations, Rhoda Tenero.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that's worth investigating?
It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon.
Oh, I just knew it! I mean, I can't think of any other connection.
Perhaps Master of the Oblivious would be more befitting. God. Captain Hugo, piggy bank data jotted down in my organizer. Let's see. The clues point to where the killer have been the actual footprints in the grape juice. Hey, what the fuck? No! I can't see a clear connection between these two pieces of information. Wait, did I select the wrong one? Were they in the same spot? Different floor? Relax. True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story. If only I could prove that the killer rode the elevator with Hicks. If only I could prove it. Let's see. Can you? Does that prove it? Process of elimination, but... I have it!
I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder.
What? Really?
Yes. It's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding. Or rather, the grape juice in this case. These footsteps here confess to me this very fact. That someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person.
But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself?
Ah, but if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless.
Which means...
Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. Or it looks like footprints and something being dragged. That's right, yes. They look like track marks, kind of. Investigation complete. You know. What's going on over there? No! La sigla, no! Mi coffee. He. Lagati. Miss. Oh.
Nee. Came of sma. Lagar.
Yeah, just do Simlish.
Wapadanewski.
Unforgivable! This is unforgivable! Do you understand what I am saying? The movie is late! It is the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late!
But the movie...
What? I will not talk to you anymore! You are just wasting my time!
What is the matter, Mr. Ledon? If there is no emergency, please return to your seat, sir.
Do not tell me what to do! I do need not to sit down! Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you are innocent yet? If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now. What? Nonsense! Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken? Not mistaken. Merely that there is room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more. Fine! Suit yourself. Alright, testimony. What I saw. I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and the 2. The 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes? Then you, the only person in the lounge at that time, must be the criminal. Mr. Leblanc's conclusions seem to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at the supposed time of the murder was me. So, my eyewitness testimony, if you think you can come destroy it, then come let me see. Hurry! Do I look like a man who is having the time to wait for you? Why is he so irritated? I'm the one accused of murder here. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. Leblanc's account somehow, and fast. What I saw, rebuttal. I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. Mr. Leblanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at that time? Of course I saw what was inside. And are you sure that the victim was in the elevator alone? Yes! The only person inside was that Hicks man. This last outburst is a bit too important to let go. The only person inside was that Hicks man. Was he really alone? Of course! I will bet even 1 cent! A cheap ante. For a cheap testimony. But if that's how you want to play it, I'll happily take your 1 cent. It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and the 12. I assume the pocket watch in this case is the one you keep checking. Is that correct? Oh, you noticed. It is a very expensive antique, I will have you know. The feeling is wonderful when I fully wind it up by hand. It does look very well designed. And quite classy. I will have to charge you if you want to touch it. That's quite alright. Let's continue with your testimony. What a cheap man you are! Now return the time you wasted back to me! And if we must, I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator at 6 o'clock. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes? God, his hair is so good.
Hold it!
It's true that I found the victim's body at 6:15.
And that's when I found the two of them as well.
You see? He told matches my testimony. Then you, the only person in the lounge at that time, must be the criminal. I spy a little hole in his words. As you wish, Mr. LeBlanc. I will now show you proof of my innocence. Right after the 5th statement in your testimony that I have to press. Surely you understand. Wasting your time, as I do.
Hold it!
That is the most mistaken way of thinking I've ever heard of. No, no, no! Your silly opinion is what is mistaken!
Please calm down, the both of you. In a sense, you are both mistaken.
Well, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black, then I don't know what is. Oh, okay. I will show you proof of... And... almost... Yeah, like 9 times out of 10. It's when they either alter or add testimony. The only person inside was that Hicks man. Yeah, but how does... Okay. Looks like footprints and something being dragged. I mean, yeah, he couldn't have walked... I mean, yeah, he couldn't have walked out of there. Mr. LeBlanc, what is it? There is a very glaring contradiction in your testimony. What do you mean? Please, take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There, at the spilled grape juice. Yes, and? Will you admit you also spilled it with the blood? No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is the set of grape juice footprints. Footprints? Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive. Oh! There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth? Lägg Hey! Så lagen jag. Lyssna. Jag gotta kunna lägga.
Can you please translate for us?
I love this bitch.
No way! That's totally impossible, I guess is what he said.
No way! That is totally impossible! I know there was no other person in there. I saw with my own eyes.
If you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us.
I suppose she's right. He doesn't seem to be lying. But then, what does it mean? What about his contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc, please, just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me? What I saw, part 2. I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me, and I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear there was no one else inside, no one!
Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down.
What? There you two have an issue with my eyewitness testimony?
No, not at all. Please, forget I said anything.
Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. I can't let this testimony stand as the truth. Rebuttal. What I saw, part 2. I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. So, are you still upset now? I am always always upset. The only time I am not is when I have a piece of art in my hands. Oh, that is relatable. That's a microsecond facecam relatable. It's surprisingly easy to believe that about him. But I was even more upset when Mr. Hicks walked by me. I was always checking the time over and over and over again. Why were you so attentive to the time? Because something unforgettable was happening. Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier. I was keeping a complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time. Return me back to my time in money! You understand the point. Movie? Is he talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? Oh, look at that. All that tiny little all that teeny tiny dialogue localized. A summary of the plot and its start time. Interesting. They were supposed to show License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. It's banned. You can only see it on international flights. I looked forward greatly to that movie. I checked my pocket watch whenever possible so I would not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board. Well, there's your problem. Mechanic voice. So my watch is not wrong. It matched the schedule. But the movie was still late. Very, very late. Your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about it, if that's all right. The movie I wanted to see would not start, so I checked my pocket watch many times.
Hold it!
So this movie you mentioned, is it the one listed in the Sky magazine? Yes! I was so looking forward to watching License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. Mr. Nero, was this movie shown on this flight?
Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time.
Isn't it possibly you simply slept through it by accident? Nonsense! You doubt me? No, now stop pointing at me like that. Odd. How did he miss a movie that he was clearly hoping to see? I checked my pocket watch a great number of times, that much I know for sure. My watch is set to my destination's time. I always set it when I board the plane. You're sure about what you just testified, Mr. LeBlanc? Yes, of course. I am a very busy man. I am immediately busy when I land. I have many places to go and no time to waste adjusting my pocket watch. I see. That was a very valuable statement you just made. Huh. Flatter me all you want, but you will not get 1 cent out of me. I don't know what I just did element-wise. Forgot I had touch on. That's alright. All I require is this piece of testimony. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me. Since you only happened to see him, it's possible that you missed something in that glance. Even if I only happened, I did not miss a thing. And how can you be so sure? Just because! I would appreciate it if you didn't take my life so lightly with a simple just because. Well, then I was only making a joke. Was prank, bro. I saw Mr. Hicks, alright? And I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. The hands are drawn so well in these sprites, and the investigation sprites in particular. Not that they're not drawn well in the other, in like the trilogy, but they're just really, really good. God, I can't wait till we get to Lung. He's one of my favorite characters in the whole series. Is it possible that someone was hiding inside? What? You dare insult me? I have belief in my eyesight. When I look for art to sell, I am told I often have great sight for the arts. I think the phrase you were looking for was great sense, although that's debatable. But isn't it possible someone was just outside of your line of sight? You are persistent. I tell you, I looked clearly. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one. Why do you insist that you are absolutely not mistaken? Because when I say I am not wrong, I am not wrong!
Mr. LeBlanc, if I may, I think beyond misconceptions and mistakes lies the truth.
Honey, that suspiciously mirrors something I told her only a little while ago.
I honestly don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying.
I don't think he's lying either. But I think he might be mistaken about something.
Mistaken?
Yes, and I'm going to correct his mistaken recollection with evidence.
And this professional attendant shall witness the prowess of a professional prosecutor.
Talk about a tongue twister. Your watch is set to your destination's time. Yep. You can follow that man with your eyes. Ask me. It's something about like the, because like I've done this before. I've done this before too. When I had a connecting flight, I was with family in. My mom and I drove up to Idaho to be with some family friends. I ended up hanging out with, like, kind of like couch surfing with family friends for about a week and a half. My mom just went home. She's like, if you want to. It was fun. It was really fun. But my point is, I had a connecting flight getting off from Idaho, and it was like Vegas and then to California. And in Vegas, like airports in Vegas are lined wall to wall with slot machines. I was 19 at the time, so I couldn't indulge. But anyway, my flight, like my next connecting flight was at like 6 p.m. When I got off of the plane, I looked down. It's like 5:40 or something, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss it. It's in like 20 minutes. So, and of course, you know, your airport gate, we're gonna play the game, I promise. Your airport gate is always, like, if you walk in at gate, like, A2, yours is gonna be G9, inevitably. It's always 400 miles away from where you are. So I fucking ran all the way across the airport to get to my flight gate and be sure I wasn't late. And then the flight doesn't, I'm like, when does the flight start? And I'm like, oh, that's right, we're in Pacific now. We're not in Mountain Time. So I've made that mistake before. So what? Your watch is set to your destination time. You always set it when you board the plane. When you board the plane. Like, I know what happened, but... Yeah, all times shown correspond to our departure time zone. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's it. All times shown correspond to our departure time zone. I mean, would it be the magazine right here?
Objection!
Oh, it's right on the cover. That's cute. Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board. Now, if your watch has been set to our destination's time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination. Yes, and the correct time is worth its 6 cents. I would like you to take a look at this. Just imagine him, like, presenting him magazine very dramatically. Oh, I meant this page. This! If you believe this Sky magazine, clocks on the flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Miss Tenero, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now?
Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point.
That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Jungfa. Although Edgeworth would probably pronounce it Zhangfa. And Lung doesn't, like, correct him, but we'll get there when we get there. Because he's, like, so used to people in the USA just saying Zhangfa, he's like, ah, whatever. It's not out whatever, it's just like he's used to it.
But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now we are still running on Virginian time.
What? The time difference between Virginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule. What? With your analog watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony. And you can bet 1,000,000 cents on that. In light of this information, it means that you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m. This should clear up all of the remaining accusations.
So, this basically widens the time frame for the range of death, right?
Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m. It means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. The question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time, and what was he doing?
I've got something to say.
And you are...
Yeah, oh! I'm Cammy Meal. I'm a flight attendant.
And what is it you... Do you know can you hear the pun in Cammy Meal? Can you see the pun in Cammy Meal?
Well, I think your story is a little different from how I remember it. What do you mean, Cammy? I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know.
What? How can you be so sure of the time?
Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point.
Ah, the stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer in Zhengfa, correct? A message from Captain Ugo. This flight will be making a brief stop to refuel and transfer cargo in the Republic of Zhengfa between 4 and 5 a.m. We ask that all passengers remain on board at that time. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yes, it was from 4 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks.
And during that time, did any of the passengers leave, or did any new ones board this flight?
No. Not a single person got off or on in Zhengfa.
Zhengfa? What about the flight crew?
The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off. But eventually everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane.
So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind. Refueling in Zhenghe, made a brief stop from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. to transfer cargo and refuel at the transfer point.
Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you Mr. Ackley Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m.
Miss Meal's testimony jotted down in my organizer. Alright, then that puts the time of the murder between 5 and 6:15 a.m.
Okay, now what time did you come down to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth?
I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Zhengfa. You were here the whole time from 5, yes? Then you are the only one who could be the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth, were you really here in this lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onwards?
Unfortunately, yes.
But then, how do we explain the footprints?
Is that not obvious? This man waited for Mr. Hicks here, and this lounge waited to kill him, and then he put the corpse into the elevator. That is when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken, but what I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on time, the second floor, does not matter, because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge. Everything happened in this lounge? Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc? What? Do you have another idea? I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario that you presented. Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than this lounge? I think so. I think so. It has to be other than this lounge. But usually on display at the in-flight shop. Ouch. There's some blood on one of the corners. Could this piggy bank be the murder weapon? It's cute. Location other than this lounge. I mean, it's like really, it is tenuous. This one, but I think it's, what? To a location other than this lounge. A location other than this lounge. The murder weapon. This little piggy bank is sold at the in-flight shop. It is sold there and only there, and is not displayed here in this lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious? Such a trivial point. It only means you prepared it taking from the shop first before coming here. It doesn't prove you were innocent at all. Is there no way to win with this man? I mean, he's not totally wrong.
If I may.
What is it?
You see, well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says.
Oh? And why do you know this so well?
Well, it's just that piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.?
Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right.
You were in the shop just before the turbulence?
Yes, I was.
Come to think of it. Miss Tenero, when I found the body, I believe you came out of that door.
Yes, I did.
And what is beyond that door?
That's the flight attendant's room.
Then, you were on the first floor?
Yes. I had to do something at the shop and in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first and then to the flight attendant's room.
Are you saying you passed by me at some point?
Yes. You seemed really into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time.
Oh god, face down.
I don't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was.
Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there.
Why did you go to the shop in the first place?
I went there for a work-related matter.
Work, you say?
Yes. The upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities.
Why did you not say anything about that until now is what I want to know. In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we head over there then?
What is it now?
Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop? No, I haven't forgotten. But I have already asked him for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're all right. Huh? That's weird.
What is?
Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Tenero?
It means she's lying. Go on, admit that you are. You said you had permission to search all over, but you don't, and yet here you are.
You, flight attendant! What are you trying to do? Pull this ship over us?
The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
Miss Tenero, why would you do such a thing?
Please excuse me.
Just trying to help you, dude.
Looks like I get to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you'd follow me, I will be your guide from now on.
There's something about Miss Tenero that has piqued my curiosity. But right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority. Oh, we have so much more. Considering which way these prints are pointed, it's likely the killer went into the shop. I should really make my way over there now. Not mess around with old dialogue, but I need to hear it. These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing. Now's not the time for me to stand here making up soliloquies. I should be hurrying to the shop and investigating. Oh, I am really mad! You had better hurry and bring to me some evidence. If you could wait just a little longer while we look into the shop. Don't number the birds before they are born. Don't number the... What? I have no idea what he's trying to say. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, perhaps? All I ask of you is your patience and cooperation. Now you're sounding like the flight attendant. Miss Meal, about investigating the in-flight shop. You're of no use to me asleep. Wake up!
What's up?
I need you to come with me so I can search the shop.
Go on ahead without me. I'll catch up with you later.
How has this woman not been fired yet? Something, something, the captain. That's usually how it goes. Oh, look at those cute suitcases. March 12th, 8:32 a.m. Flight G390. First floor, in-flight shop. So this is the in-flight shop. It's quite a mess in here.
You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then.
Hold on! You can't clean up a potential crime scene?
Ah, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much.
I mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. There is a very good chance that the killer had paid this place a visit. Begin investigation. In-flight shop.
I don't know much about this shop, but you can still ask me about whatever.
Notice anything? So what do you think about what's happened regarding this case?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I think you're the killer, though, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can assure you that I'm here in this shop to prove just the opposite. Yeah, Cammy Meal. Having a hard time staying awake.
Yeah, but it was me that got you the permission to look around, you know? So don't forget that, okay?
How am I supposed to thank you properly if you insist on falling asleep?
Well, you know what really show your thanks? You see that item for sale over there?
Sorry, but you're going to have to make do with my words of appreciation. Wait, no, let me show you. I have to show you my badge. Always.
Ooh, I'd love to have this piece of jewelry. Can I have it?
No, you may not. This is a prosecutor's badge.
Holy. Then why'd you show it to me?
I wanted to prove to you that I really am a prosecutor. And that it's not possible for a prosecutor like me to commit such a crime as... I see that I'm just wasting my time with Cousin Hare here. That's cute. The Cousin It reference. That's cute. The glass from this display case's door is shattered all over the floor. And it looks like there's nothing on display inside either. Wait, actually, I think there is something. What's this? A mini captain's hat? I swear I've seen one of these before. Like, maybe right here? There are all kinds of luxury name-brand merchandise for sale in this display case. And they're lined up in just such a manner as to scream, "Buy me!" to any passersby. Stuffed toys, just like the one Miss Meal is holding, are on display here. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly.
How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? You know you want one too. They're great for when you're stressed.
Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that? Oh, don't make me think. I don't want to think about that. There is a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in these display cases.
You know what I'd suggest?
Sorry, but I have no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip.
Okay, then how about you buy something for me then? As a present.
I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything.
But I've had my eye on that pendant for such a long time.
Try paying some attention to me when I ask you something and then we'll talk. Try paying some attention to me. Alright. Slut. What are these?
Oh, these are our company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door. That's how popular they are.
Wait a second. Okay, alright, so... I was like, there's something off. Go you sound unfamiliar. It's aai1. aai1 is the original localization name for the airlines. It's like I, lowercase, and then fly. Like capitalized. Maybe for copyright reasons, they had to, you know, smudge that out. Go you. Okay, that makes sense. Even sounds like I fly. With my little eye.
You should buy one and see how you like it. You won't regret it.
Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world, you try, then buy.
No way! But either way, it doesn't really matter.
True. Either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they boarded the plane? Yeah. That's pretty tough sell.
Anyway, see that? Just look at all the Captain Ugo heads painted on there. Cute company mascot, isn't he? They're painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't he look like he's about to jump out at you?
It is certainly making something jump inside my stomach.
Huh? Oh, I guess there's no fooling your refined taste.
Pardon?
You look like you really wanted to get one. And I thought I was gonna finally make my first sale. But you saw right through it. Glad that's done though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay?
But I never showed any interest in it to begin with!
It really is pretty horrible, isn't it? You want to know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda.
Miss Tenero designed this?
Yeah, it was a company-wide contest.
Well, it does have a very sharp design sense.
Sharp? Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe. I really have no idea why the bigwigs decided to go with it. It's just so... bleh.
Miss Tenero designed this, did she? It's definitely not what I would have expected. Ah!
You okay?
I'm fine. Please watch yourself, Miss Meal. Letting a suitcase freely roll around has got to be a safety violation. Plane shaking caused it to roll. In-flight suitcase displays can be hazardous. Yeah. Anything not bolted down in an airplane is... it's gone.
Here, I'll put it back.
You sure are walking around the crime scene a lot, Cammy. Inside this display case is a row of lifesavers and life vests for sale.
We sell a lot of those when there's some kind of accident or something. But some people buy them even when nothing's going on.
Like, you sell them in accidents? You sell them in accidents? You don't just, like, hand them out? On the plane?
How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Care to buy one?
I sense that this shop is one shopper away from being sued. Yeah. What else am I looking at? Window seat. Beautiful flowers and a beautiful arrangement. I feel cleansed just by looking at them.
Well, you're kind of stepping on a few of them, you know, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, excuse me. That's so cute! This is why you have to examine everything! Oh, oops. That's so cute! Fuck! Okay. It's logic time, I think. Oh, a tiny captain's hat. I mean, where else could it have come from? The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see. I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case. That's a very sanitized way to say stolen. Does this mean that the killer broke the glass to get at it? Captain Ugo piggy bank data updated in my organizer. Culprit must have shattered the display case glass to take it.
Huh? Really?
Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in this shop.
Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda's in charge of this place. So come on, how should I know anything?
I sense that further inspection of this display case is needed. Now, those two things aren't related as far as I remember. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Is this the same man as the one portrayed by the statues around the elevator?
Yeah, that's a paperweight of the founder of Go You Airlines, Mr. Ugo Hughes. On the bottom shelf we have the cute one. The middle shelf is the realistic one. And on the top shelf, that's the floral version.
Floral? Are you sure about that? Let me guess, you just said the first thing that came to your mind, right? Looks like I hit the bullseye. Looks like hit the bullseye. Come on. Come on, this game came out 16 years ago! You're an official localization team! There's nothing of interest here. Go You Airlines related books line this shelf. The history of Go You Airlines. The future of Go You Airlines. The 7 Wonders of Go You. Fight on, Go You Airlines. Working name, You Go Airlines. You Go You! The titles make it very clear that they won't be making the top sellers list anytime soon. What else do we have? The glass on this door is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke it in order to take the piggy bank. But it's a bit odd that the inside of the case is so devoid of glass shards. Plus the glass broke rather cleanly. What is it?
I touched the glass and it cut my finger. It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth, it hurts.
Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own.
No. Get me a Band-Aid. You know where those are, don't you?
You work here.
Yeah? You work for the police. You don't know where all the criminals go.
Culprit must have shattered the display case glass to get, well, the contradiction. The contradiction there is, well, there isn't any. It looks like it fell outward, or was knocked outward. Right? This would be it.
Eureka!
There is definitely something very unusual about this.
About what?
If the killer had broken the glass to get at the Captain Ugo bank, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself.
Ooh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that.
However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case.
Nope. No, there isn't.
Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor.
I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time, too.
Huh? That's nice.
Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Captain Ugo bank from here after the turbulence. Plane shook so much during it that it made a huge mess of the shop. Captain Ugo piggy bank date updated my organizer. Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Meal, and listen when I'm talking.
Huh?
But the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon.
So you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake?
Yes, at this point that is a very real possibility.
But then what if when the killer went to take Captain Ugo, they broke the glass by accident?
The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely.
Yeah, but there's one person who could've.
Oh? And who would that be?
Well, Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything.
Miss Rhoda Tenero, huh? Logic time. I'm getting in my mind palace. Suitcase. I mean... I don't think these... do they? I don't think they go together. Okay. Yes. There is definitely something wrong here.
Huh? What's with the sudden yelling?
Tell me, Miss Meal. Don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases?
Oh, well, sure. They totally ooze strange. Like, the color and the such.
That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention.
Ah! You're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper.
Yeah. They look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator.
Again, that's not what I meant, Miss Meal. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Yeah. Never mind. I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Upon closer inspection, they really are quite hideous. Hey!
I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted if she heard what you just said. What's wrong?
She makes a good point. It would be wise of me to watch what I say out loud. First time Edgeworth has had this thought. What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right. What is so unusual about this suitcase? One of them has stoppers.
Take that!
This is what is so odd.
I don't think it's that strange at all.
Well, maybe not to that extent. I mustn't overthink this. I should let the answer come to me. What is so unusual about this suitcase?
Take that!
This one doesn't have stoppers. There's something very peculiar about these wheels.
Huh? As in...
As in, there are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying. And so, it is very likely that the suitcase was placed here after we hit that turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we? This was apparently designed by Miss Tenero herself. The design has a certain je ne sais quoi about it. Yes, that is... perhaps that's the best way to put it. Are those lemurs? That's cute. Oh my fucking god, $1,200 for one suitcase? It is designer. A $1,200 price tag. Not exactly priced by someone with a conscience, I'd say. Look. What's this? The wheel is completely covered in something. This color and this scent. It appears the substance in question is grape juice. But why would there be juice on the wheel of a suitcase? How do I crack this beloved thing open? It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside. A piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood.
It's blood!
It appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all. Investigation complete. Heals.
So explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with the murder?
I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used this suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps?
But aren't you just talking about the cloth then?
That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of. The thing I believe the killer used this suitcase to transport is the body. Something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it? Go use suitcase data jotted down in my organizer. Body cloth data jotted down in my organizer. Found inside the suitcase, its beautiful pattern has been soiled by blood.
But
In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. Which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location.
so you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it?
Exactly. What is it?
Nothing. Just that I was thinking about Miss Rhoda said about coming here for something. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth? I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. He says that he'd appreciate it if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat.
I understand his sentiments. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. It already is! If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course.
If that's your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way that I can, Mr. Edgeworth. Sounds like fun! We can camp out and watch over everything together.
I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge, and I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. And yet, regarding what Miss Meal reminded me about Miss Tenero, I can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light. To be continued. Yes, I would like to save my progress. Yeah, overwrite this one. Yes, please. Okay, I think that is gonna call it. It's like, I think he's, oh, wow, I'm all over the place. Yeah, it's like 11. Relative is staying with us for a little while. I'm not sure for how much longer, so I have to get the streams in a bit earlier so I don't wake them up at night. So I'm not loud at night. But anyway, this is so much fun. Thank you so much for tuning in if you tuned in. Thank you so much for watching the VOD if you're watching the VOD. I will listen. Of course, I'll listen to this back, and hopefully, I say this every stream, hopefully the mic should sound okay. I say that like I'm crap shooting it, like, I tweak a couple of things, it should sound fine. The amount of hours cumulative hours I put into testing this shit is insane. I'm really working on it. Anyway, I don't know when I'll stream this next, but hopefully it should be pretty soon. Might be Lollipop Chainsaw on Halloween. Oh man, that's like a 3, 4... It's like building up the stream stamina. Well, Lollipop Chainsaw, I won't be doing as much talking. It's like, you know, you can listen to the music. That's what I want you to listen to. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did, I will see you sometime later. Bye. Let me hit the stop streaming button at